Okay, there we go. And should be coming on right now. Where is the stream link? Where is it? Where is it? 1 second. Where are you? Damn it. There we go. And it should be right here. And we already have people coming in the chat. What's up, guys? There we go. All right. Let me just make this a little bit smaller so I can see the views and there we go. Make some room for OBS so I can watch the chat. All right, I think we're all set. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the live stream of WoW Ascension. We're going to be playing the softcore realm. I'm here with Tommyruin, who is
hello, everybody.
with that classic intro. You got to just put that in there, of course. We'll be playing some Ascension WoW for you know, some time, like maybe 2 hours or so is what I'm planning to play here. And yeah, in case you haven't noticed yet, I know barely anything about Ascension WoW. I did a quick video about that, so I figured I need to get someone into the chat or into the stream who actually knows a fair bit about this, and you know, also give him a bit more exposure. Considering I'm a big fan of your channel, big fan.
Well, it's two fans talking to each other then, isn't it?
Yeah. So you know what? I've decided to get Tommyruin in this stream. So if you guys are wondering who that other guy is who's talking, that is Tommyruin. He's basically he has a YouTube channel and he's mainly focusing on his WoW Ascension videos, which used to be WoW Awakening, by the way. So I have my character here. I have a level 1 Tauren hero. I'm about to log in. Let's see if the add-ons, that should be about right.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you in the Tauren starting zone now.
All right. And what's up, people in the chat? How you doing? I'm doing pretty good, Kingdom Hearts. I'm excited to play some Ascension WoW. It's really nice.
There we go.
I'll come and join maybe. Sure, man. There we go, Tommy. Oh, wait, I don't have any name. 1 second. All right. Now, I do know the beginning of Ascension because I did play a little bit. So how about you take this time to kind of explain people what Ascension WoW is, Tommy?
Okay, well, that's quite a big question because Ascension WoW is... It changes a lot of what you know about the base game, essentially, to do with World of Warcraft. Because normally you've got your class which you choose before you make your character, and with that you get a predetermined list of skills which you learn as you level up. But Ascension completely changes that idea, and you are instead forced to choose the abilities which you want to take as you are leveling up. So you get complete choice over how you develop your character. So as you're leveling up, you get things called ability essences and talent essences, and these allow you to pick skills from their custom skill, like spellbook add-on which they give you, and that allows you to build the character however you wish, giving you the custom builds which you have seen. I don't know if any of your viewers have looked on my channel, but there's loads of different builds and ways that you can make your character so that you're completely unique and you can play the game exactly how you want to play it. That's kind of the main goal of Ascension.
Right.
It changes up the way that you will think about Ascension, think about World of Warcraft, because you make the decisions.
So it's really fun because it's classless. So if you encounter someone, let's say in PvP, it's like, oh, this is a shaman. It's like, no, wait, you gotta completely rethink how you approach this game, and it opens up an absolute world of possibilities, which is something I have to be fair, a little bit of a problem with. I like a lot of choices, but there's like a lot of choices out here. Like the amount of combos you can make in this game are just insane.
Oh, trust me. You think it'll be easy and you've got your set build in your head that you want to make when you're leveling up. But every time you level up, you're like, actually,
yeah, exactly.
I could put my points in here. And then you spend so long actually choosing abilities that it it can take more time actually building your character than leveling up.
Wow.
Because there is so much choice in what you want to do, and I often find myself changing what I want to do every other level because there's just so much that you can try out and do.
Right. And I did hear about on one of your videos that basically respecs up until level 10 are free, but after
Yeah, so
that,
if you go on your little respecs are free up to level 10, and then after level 10 you get three free resets,
right.
which last you throughout the game, and then after that you have to start paying using gold, and you can also get resets off their store, but gold mainly, and that the gold cost increases as you level up or as you use the reset system more. So it starts off quite low, and then you have to pay a bit more, but it's quite well balanced. It forces you to really think about what you want to do in
right.
terms of building your character, because you have to choose something.
All right. It's funny you were, by the way, playing on Ascension, because I have a few friends that do play on Ascension. Well, actually, back when it was still called Awakening WoW, and they just went for, I'm not sure what they had, but they just basically focused all their abilities on dots like Shadow Word Pain and Curse of Agony and all that stuff, and then just got shields and renew, and that's how they leveled. I'm not sure if you consider that to be a very good leveling spec, but that's just what they came up with.
They've changed a lot of things now. So if you open your, there is a general tab, and there you pick up things like spell mastery, where you increase your spell haste by 20% and stuff like that. So
yeah.
Those spells can only be used when you have certain items equipped. So that requires staves and offhands to be applicable. So that really forces you to not just use cookie cutter things, because you have to think about what gear you're going to be used to use certain builds. Obviously, you can just do the dot and shield, and they have balanced things accordingly, because certain people take certain things all the time.
Yeah, of course. So
they are actively balancing it.
Yeah, so I heard from the guy who I talked to. I'm not gonna name his real name, because I believe he wants that just to be private. But anyway, now that we reached level 2, we get to we now have ability essences. We can use that, and I have the character advancement tab open right now, so you guys can really see the endless amount of possibilities you have. So for each class and spec, you can choose what skills and talents you can choose. So here we have the talent tree, and they're all based on the Wrath of the Lich King talent tree, right?
Yeah, so it's all done on a Wrath client. It's currently locked to vanilla content, but it's all based on a Wrath client. So you have all the talents and abilities up to Wrath of the Lich King on the client, which you can use and spend points into.
All right. So here we have the skills. So you can either choose skills and talents. I'm gonna go ahead and learn Summon Imp, because I think that is pretty darn good for low level. It's a nice little leveling companion. It's kind of the go-to choice.
Those little imps are pretty damn good.
Yep. Yeah, I did watch your 1 to 10 leveling guide and 1 to 20, or 1 to 20 leveling guide. I mean, where you basically said, get imp first, and then get your rock biter weapon and all that.
So yeah, I've made 2 1 to 20 leveling guides. One was a long time ago when the server was before it changed. I did make a guide video.
Yeah.
And it's changed from now, but Summon Imp has been a staple of the leveling builds, because it's just so damn good for the amount of points which you put into it.
All right.
Up until level 10, when you get a proper hunter pet, they're just so effective.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if he need to get it off passive. There we go. Attack. So I see you chose Firewall, by the way. Is there any specific reason why you chose that over the Imp, or you're just checking out something new?
No, I'm always trying new things, so I can check things out, try things out, and make new builds. So I'm just trying out new things, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work.
All right. By the way, there's another...
On my character at the moment.
Yeah?
Oh, carry on, sorry.
No, I was talking about the other server they have. This is the softcore realm, but they also have a hardcore realm. And I'm not sure if this is correct, I might be wrong here, but I believe it's now 3 times experience rate. I saw something like that.
Yeah, so the hardcore experience rates are 3 times, and I think they changed that because they wanted to offer an incentive for leveling in
Yeah.
a more hardcore environment, and I think that makes sense. I
Sure.
mean, people who don't want to lose their gear every time they get killed, they can go on the 1 times rates and do that. But the people who are risking their gear and leveling up, then they can go on the 3 times rates and get better rewards from it, really.
All right. Oh, this is also fun. Now that there are no classes, you basically get to accept all the verdant notes, like the note quests for the classes. That is fun.
Yeah, yeah. When you get further down the line, these quests do offer a lot of experience, but because a lot of them are tied to abilities, you do have to take the abilities to actually complete the quests.
Yeah.
So if you get to the end of the quest and you think you're going to get a fire totem, you do actually have to spend the points to get things like what's it called? Is it searing totem? I think it's called. So you do actually have to spend the points to get those quests completed, but a lot of the time they do offer just some really good basic XP.
All right. Is there, by the way, is there any incentive? Because as I saw right now, you can wear mail plate, you can wear mail plate, leather, and cloth. Is there any incentive to choose like less armor, or is it just the items that are dropping, and you basically just select for yourself which is best? Is this?
Yeah, when you're leveling up, normally mail is the best choice, and it really does depend on what kind of class you're going for.
Yeah.
Because for casters and stuff, at lower levels, you don't really see much mail with intellect on or spirit, so it really does depend on what class you're building, and definitely at the end game, you find a lot of people who are doing more strength-based builds using mail and plate, and agility-based like hunter builds using leather and mail, and then the caster builds using cloth and leather, just because of the different stats which come on them. So it really does depend on what kind of build you're using, but generally it is quite well balanced. They were a lot of people talking about trying to add in incentives for using different bits of gear. Well, I don't know if you have played the live game, but they did add in bonuses if you're wearing a full set of different gear types.
Right.
And that's something which they could add. But to be honest, at the moment, I think it's well balanced based on the stats that the gear already has.
All right. So as as a whole, how do you think the game is balanced right now? Is it still like horribly unbalanced, or did they actually kind of nail it to some degree right now?
Well, they're always changing things, and they have a lot of people who do like quality testing on the different builds and talents and spell choices and whatever. So they are actively balancing it, and if you go on their website, they have a change log, and that is openly and really well tuned and kept up to date. So
Yeah.
they do change things quite frequently, but you do get some builds which are just OP and they don't get changed for a very long time. And there was a point where dot builds, like you said, that dot build which you were saying your friend leveled with, that sounds very much like the ultimate ganking build which was going around on the hardcore server, where you couldn't kill them and they'd slowly rot you down, and it was a pain in the ass to fight against.
Isn't it kind? I have to ask though. Isn't it kind of frustrating where you're like, all right, I finally got the perfect build together, and then they changed it all around? Isn't that a little frustrating though? Because
Yeah, it can be, but then you got to think about it like it would be in the live game, because Blizzard are actively nerfing and buffing things.
yeah,
It is a bit different because you are changing, you are like actively picking things, but Blizzard do buff and nerf things depending on what people are taking. So if something is too powerful, they will bring it down a level. And during this beta stage, they have often brought in forced resets when there are massive updates. So you can spec out of it if you want to. But most of the time, it's not that much of a problem. And they do offer different, like some talents can just be generally too strong and people would always take them. So Soul Link, the Warlock talent, which reduces the damage taken and splits it by 20%. They changed that so it only does it by 10%.
Yeah.
But then they baked it into another talent that you can increase the amount that Soul Link does by 10% if you put 3 points in. So you can still get the same amount of Soul Link like damage reduction, but you have to spend more points to get it. Oh, there we go. Level 3, I think that is.
Oh
Nice.
yes, level 3. By the way, I'm getting some questions from the chat. Can you show us how many people are playing currently? Does the /who feature work here?
The /who feature, I think it's a relic of the hardcore server where they disabled it so people couldn't track people down.
Okay,
but
yeah.
It's currently disabled here. Like the guild which I've got going has got 25 people online at the moment and 401 members.
Wow. Okay, that's not bad at all.
And normally there's like 50 people on, and that's Horde side, and that's one of the guilds. So there are actively about 300 to 500 people online on, well, probably split between the two servers, but it's worth taking into account that this is still beta.
That's not bad though. I'm getting another question in the chat, which kind of ties into what you're talking about. Yeah, he's asking, guys, when will the server launch? So, do you know it?
Yeah, I think I don't have an exact date. I wish I did, because everyone wants to know. It's the golden question, really.
Yes, when will it launch?
Yeah, I think Seth is pretty spot on there. I think they're looking at a few more months of testing, get things sorted out properly, and then we should be good to go, I think.
All right. By the way, to the people in the chat, if you have any more questions, then feel free to answer them. And Tommy will try his best to answer them, because I'm a total noob at this game. So
yeah, I'm trying to have a look at the chat as well.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I noticed you were checking it out too. So
I see you're still using the arcane bolt and the quick shot combo, the ultimate leveling combo before level 10.
Really? Oh, I'm actually doing something good.
Yeah, sending off the arcane bolt and sending off the quick shot. That's the OP leveling thing before level 10.
Damn. All right. So, guess I'm not as bad as I thought it was.
Ooh.
There you go. That's great for arcane bolt, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know how well, the drop rates on the server are tuned up 3 times.
Really? Okay. So there's a lot of greens
you will
and blues.
see a few more. Yeah, you will see a few more greens and blues going around.
Okay. So let's see. Oh yeah, another question I had written down is, where is Ascension currently with their progression in terms of raid content?
Well, we've got Molten Core and Onyxia tested fully, and within those raids, they've got custom mechanics for different bosses. So they've got hard modes implemented on vanilla bosses. So you've got your baseline vanilla like bosses, which everyone's done about 1,000 times.
Oh yeah.
They've gone on multiple different vanilla servers. And because everyone's going to be taking really good abilities and going to be making really strong characters, they've tuned them up, and they've also added new mechanics that people will have to deal with and learn.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, they've added hard modes, which you can activate doing certain events. So it's not much of a secret anymore, but this is a dungeon boss hard mode. And with Blackrock Depths, when you're killing Tharizian, the Dwarf King guy.
Oh yeah.
If you sit on his throne when you're killing him, you'll activate a hard mode, and he'll run into the middle of the room and spawn loads of massive fire totems, which will pulse out massive AoE damage.
What? Oh, that's pretty cool.
They've got a really, really talented dungeon design team. Morrigan, I know, he's the guy I've spoken to the most, and I'm sure there's others. I think Harambe is another one. Those guys are making some really, really good dungeon content for the server.
The guy's actually named Harambe. That's not a joke. Or holy shit. That's actually really cool. What I imagine me just sitting on the throne by accident, like, oh shit, I activated hard mode. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, and they are like inventive ways of like activating these hard modes.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. Like getting people to think about. I think a lot of their thought processes on their design is getting people to think about what they're doing when they're playing the game and solving riddles and like theory crafting builds. It's all about thinking and developing your character and putting effort and time into your character to make it the best, if you know what I mean.
That's I'm really glad they added custom content, because I also saw your Molten Core video, and I looked at the damage meter and people were pulling 1k DPS. I was like, wow. That's
yeah, some people are very, very good at working out what's good and what's not.
Yeah. Is there like any go-to cookie cutter specs in terms of like endgame PvE?
To be honest, no, not really. A lot of people have got their own ideas, and they've developed upon them and made them work. So I don't know if you've seen the random enchant system.
I haven't.
They've got on the server. Okay, so on gear you can get random enchants, which are like talents. So you have your basic talent tree, and the gear can have ranks of those talents on the gear. So say you wanted to reduce the cost of mangle down to like 2 energy or whatever.
Yeah.
You can stack these enchants which you can find on gear and equip the gear, and your mangle energy cost will get reduced, so you can cast more mangles in a certain amount of time.
Wow.
It's really good for making these unique builds, and there's one build which I'm going to be releasing soon. If you go into your talent, I don't know if you go into Demonology Warlock and then the talent side, there is a talent down the bottom called Nemesis.
Let's see. Nemesis. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Reduces the cooldown of your demonic empowerment, metamorphosis, and fell domination spells by 10%. So, if you stack that, you can get metamorphosis up 100% of the time.
No.
Which is that massive.
Shit, of course. Yeah. No way. Holy shit.
I've managed to get gear so that I can do that.
Wow.
And sadly, it's not as amazing as I thought it would be, but it is so much fun walking around as a demon all of the time.
I imagine. Holy shit, that's awesome.
So there is a lot of stuff which you can do on the server based on the gear which you take, and gearing takes, like, it's more meaningful because it's not just stats.
Yeah.
It's like spell ranks as well.
Let me see, because I also have stat allocation. I should probably do that. Oh
shit, yeah, I forgot about that.
Let's see, what should I get as of right now, though?
Well, it depends on what you're going for, but agility's very good. Crit and block, I think, or crit and armor and attack power.
Yeah, that's true. Considering I'm using like quick shot, let's just put a lot in agility and a little bit of stamina. There we go. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you can get a lot of cool stat conversions, because a lot of talents do stat conversions. So like attack power to spell power. So if you stack strength and you get lots of attack power, you can get a lot of spell power as well. So you can get really cool hybrid builds based upon stats and stuff.
Yes, I forgot about that. Oh, look at this. We got a few people here, by the way. Sephiroth. I imagine that's the guy from chat.
Sephiroth, yeah, he's my officer in my guild.
Oh.
Very good guy.
Let me see about his gear. Ah, okay, so I can see the unique stacks here, like reduce the pushback suffer from damaging attacks after being struck. Wow, that's a lot of... Oh, wow. Okay, wow, thank you very much, Sephiroth. Jesus. I am not worthy.
Yeah, and you can... you can reforge the gear at their custom reforge stations.
Yeah.
And re-roll it until you get the random enchant which you'd like.
Wow.
So it's, I've heard it's very Diablo-like. I personally haven't delved much into Diablo.
Yeah, me neither.
But Diablo apparently has a system which is very much like that, and you can re-roll until you get what you want using gold.
Okay, let's see. Let's just do the battle boards. Why not? Hey, what's up, Chris? How you doing? Again, guys, if you have any questions regarding Ascension WoW we're playing right now, then feel free to ask Tommy. This guy, the other guy in my stream right now, Tommyruin. He has his own YouTube channel, mainly focuses on Ascension WoW, and Ascension WoW being the classless project, the custom WoW project that has been getting a fair amount of traction, to say the least.
Yeah, they're pulling in some numbers now, I think. It's a cool idea, which I think a lot of people have looked at and been like, imagine if WoW was classless.
Yeah, exactly. And
these guys are making it a reality, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's amazing, because I remember doing the back when I was called Awakening WoW, I had a first look video, and that got over 100,000 views. I was like, wow, there's a lot of people.
Hell,
yeah, exactly. I was like, Jesus, normally when I cover not so familiar standard servers, they don't get a whole lot of views, but that one just blew up like crazy. I was like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
People really like this.
I think it's got a lot of interest, but because it's
Yeah.
in a beta, I think a few people are holding off until their game is being released.
I totally understand why people like this, because I had this when I heard about Ascension the first time. I was like, wow, I can make a dual wield Titan Grip warrior with Wind Fury and just the crazy abilities, you know.
Yeah, when it was WoW Awakening and they had their paid key entry.
Oh yeah.
This was around Christmas time. It's not a really good business plan, I don't think, for getting people to play your game, but I was in the queue to get one, and I spent the whole Christmas period with my little brother because I told him about it, and I was like, Will, this looks like the best thing in the world. And we spent the whole of Christmas theorizing and making builds and thinking up cool ideas that we could do. And yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's the only private server that's grabbed me and kept my attention.
Wow.
Which is good, I guess.
Yeah.
I've played other servers, and I've played Elysium or Nostalrius or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Up until around level 40, and
wow, that's not bad.
I love playing vanilla, and this is playing vanilla, albeit on a Wrath of the Lich King client, but it's fun to do it with a new take on the game.
Yeah. Let's see. Egon Engel, I guess it was named. What is different on the server than like Outlands? Do you mean?
Is that Outlanders in the? Is there? I assume there's a Burning Crusade server called Outland.
Yeah, I think he's talking. I think he's talking about Warmane, or maybe he's talking about the content being different when you reach Outlands. I'm not sure what you mean. Could you elaborate, please? Also, hey Hamster and Tommy, awesome to see you guys playing together. Tommy's Ascension videos are really good as well. Yes, thanks for the kind word, dude. What's the population at the moment? Well, we can't see that right now, but it's like we're guessing like a couple of hundred spread around the servers they have. So
yeah, they've got their /who disabled because on the medium core server, which has free for world PvP, it means that you could track people down and find them based on their location and kill them and take their gear. So they disabled the /who, meaning that you couldn't just track people. And I think that on this server, it's just a relic of the other server, basically. And when it comes down to it, they should probably allow it on this server. Hey, we're level 4.
Yes. Jeez, what should I get now?
You're telling me. That's the hardest thing every time. What should I get now?
Oh wait, no, that's talents. Oops, messed up there. Huh? Because it really doesn't matter, because I have infinite resets. So.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the good thing about being before level 10. You can change it up.
Searing toning. Now that's way out of my reach as level 10. Considering how fast I'm killing stuff, I'm not gonna go for a dot right now. I could go for Urge.
No, I just picked up Moonfire. You're right. I could reset now.
Ooh. You know what? I'll take another one. Let's see. Can I? No, Fire Blast. Ooh, Earth Shock. That's a nice, quick little instant cast. Yeah, screw it. Let's take Earth Shock.
Yeah, Earth Shock's good.
There we go. Bam. Can you have 2 pets? Box Goblin asks.
Sadly, no.
Nope.
Sadly, no. Although that would be really cool, and I really want them to make it so that you can become like a pet master and have a stable of warlock pets and hunter pets at your disposal.
Holy shit!
I mean, that'd be something that'd be very cool.
Were you able to do that though in Awakening, like old one? I think I remember vaguely having 2 pets, or someone having 2 pets, but I could just be wrong on that.
Potentially, I'm not sure because they have changed quite a bit since then.
Yeah. Let's see. Do they still have a skill tree planner? I'm not sure what he means with that.
Literally before we turn on the stream, I've been making a video on how you can plan your own builds on Ascension. So I'll put a link in the chat if I can. I don't know if I.
Oh wait, yeah, I can. Let's see if I can find you. I'll make you moderator. Let me give you that blue wrench. There we go. Now you can.
So that's a document on different builds and stuff.
All right.
And I'll just find the talent calculator.
Is everyone in PvP just stealthy?
You'd be surprised. They did do a lot of changing on how stealth worked, and you have to put a lot of talent points into it to make it so that you're not able to be seen.
Right.
So it still works as base stealth, and mobs have a hard time seeing you and detecting you. But when it comes to other players, they can track you quite easily if you just pick up stealth and no talent points to back it up. And what they want you to do is really invest in the things which you put on your character.
You still there, dude?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to find this thing.
Yeah, no, you cut out like you were saying on your carrot, and I was like, oh shit, did Tommy just disconnect? But it's good to see you.
My internet is bad, so I wouldn't put it past it. Sorry.
That's okay. Let's see. Mitch Matt asks, what are the main differences between hardcore and softcore server?
Hardcore at the moment is 3 times rates, and it is free for all world PvP. So anyone can kill anyone. You can be a gnome and you can run around and kill a night elf because they've pissed you off. So it's free for world PvP, and also when you kill someone, they drop gear. So they drop items which they are currently equipping. And then softcore is your standard Horde versus Alliance, normal PvP rules, but it's still got the classless aspect and it's still got the random enchant system involved.
All right, there we go. So yeah, I think I'm done with, by the way, the battle boars.
Yeah, I am as well. I can't remember if there's a follow-up quest to go back into that cavey bit where they have all the other.
I have break shark tusk. Do you have that quest?
Yeah, I've got that quest, but I think there's one where you have to go in there again.
Oh yeah, for the belts.
Yeah, there we go. That's the one.
And that's for Rights of the Earth Mother, which I also have, but we can hand in this one too.
We'll do a loop.
Yes, we have 62 people watching, by the way. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. Azor 3, will characters get deleted on softcore when it goes live?
As far as I know, yes. But I've heard rumble. Well, actually, no. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it will be.
Right.
They've stated all along that it will be wiped when it goes live, so I would put money on the fact that they are going to wipe everything when the server goes live. And to be honest, I think that's the fairest way.
That's you don't want to like. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say they've been saying the whole time, and that everything's going to be wiped. And for players which have been holding off because they know it's going to be wiped, it's a bit unfair of them to then have to come in and everyone be so far ahead.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, like if they announce a new server, you log in like, wait, what are all these level 60s doing here? It's kind of weird. Also, Scatcher is saying that Mr. Game Master Reviews is also streaming right now, so
I think he's doing Warmane.
Oh my god, Warmane. Cue the hate. That pay to win server.
Grab that one.
What?
Seer Ravenfeather has a quest for us.
There we go. Alright, so I'm thinking, by the way, is it worth it getting like... first question, when do you get your mount? Is it level 20?
Mount's level 40.
Ah, so it's proper old school vanilla. Is it also like 90 gold?
It's true vanilla, yeah.
Ah, okay, yes.
Yeah, it's around 100 gold, yeah. But I mentioned before that there's 3 times drop rates on blues and stuff, so getting gold isn't that much of a problem.
Right, and it's 1 times rate, so you have plenty of time to get that money together.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
You find people who have found a lot of blue items coming off the same mob, and you're like, this can't be 1 times. But yeah, you do have enough opportunities to go and find some gold. I've never struggled.
All right. Oh, by the way, a question I have: is it like worth getting talents like Aspect of the Cheetah and Ghost Wolf, or is it just?
I normally do a reset when I hit level 40 because you get a lot of stuff open to you which you didn't have previously.
Yeah.
So at level 40 you get Moonkin form, you get Shadow form, all the things like that which really make cool builds. So I normally reset at level 40. So before that I would have picked up things like Ghost Wolf, which are just really good for getting around. Yeah. And then you lose them when you get your mount kind of thing, when you reset.
Also, Bison Priest, thank you very much for subscribing. And yeah, so...
Holy moly, there's 69 people in the chat.
There are 71 right now. according to my.
Oh right.
Yeah, it's a
I'm
lot
a
of
bit
people.
behind.
Now, all right, 73. Damn. By the way, guys, if you're watching, please like the stream and please don't forget to subscribe to Tommyruin's channel. If you like Ascension-related content, he has way more content related to the server than I have. So please check it out. He has some great videos, some some PvE footage, some mostly guides as well. So if you're a bit overwhelmed by this whole classless idea and you have no idea where to start, and you're afraid of kind of getting started with the wrong build, you can basically go to this channel and get some guides, get some basic knowledge about the game, and get started here. And yeah, there we go.
If you don't really like Ascension, then you might have a hard time watching some of my stuff.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. And just a reminder to everyone here: if you are gonna start on Ascension, all respecs and talent resets and all that, they're all free. Until level 10, so you have plenty of time to kind of muck around a little bit with the talents, so don't worry about that. And it's free to play. It used to be when it was WoW Awakening, you need to pay for playing here, and, or you had to get lucky and get a beta key. Now it's all open. You can log in. You basically have to download a patch and a different kind of a .exe file on their website, and you need to have a Wrathlisting client, and that's all you need to do to get started. Another question from Box Goblin. This is pretty cool. What's level cap and expansion cap?
So at the moment, the level cap is 60, and they're progressing through vanilla content. And it's a term which has been thrown around quite a lot recently. It's PTE, so it's progressive through expansions. Yeah. So we're starting off on vanilla. Then when all the vanilla content is cleared after a certain amount of time, they'll move on to the Burning Crusade, and all of the new Burning Crusade spells will be added, like Arcane Barrage, I think is one of them.
Yeah.
So things like that will be added, and that means that you can do all the Burning Crusade content. And then when I think it's Summer Plateau, isn't it? The last raid of Burning Crusade. When that's done, we move off and fight the Lich King, and we get Death Knights, and the whole system will be messed up because they've got to add in a new class.
Oh yes, of course, Death Knights. Damn, that's gonna be
yeah.
That's gonna be
Everyone's gonna be running around with Death Grip.
Oh Jesus Christ. Yeah, right.
PvP will be a mess then, because everyone will just be grabbing people left, right, and center.
Yeah. Speaking of PvP, how is PvP right now? Like, first of all, is there a lot of PvP going on, like in the battlegrounds?
Not as much as I'd hoped for, honestly. Yeah. I think a lot of people at the moment are just focused on leveling.
Right. Yeah, of course.
But a lot of people on the hardcore server were quite nervous about getting into PvP, because it did have that risk of losing your gear. So that put a lot of people off, especially even just playing the server. But I personally think the PvP on this server is just so much fun, because you have no real idea what someone's going to throw at you.
Right, exactly.
It's their builds and stuff. Like, they could have anything in their toolkit, and you have to adapt and deal with it.
It's what I talked about earlier. Like, you see an orc shaman running towards you, like, oh yeah, he's gonna probably open up with maybe he's an enhancement. He's gonna open up with storm strike. You gotta keep my distance. But now it's like you're going in blind. It's I imagine it being quite a clusterfuck at sometimes.
Yeah, you do get a lot of people running with very similar abilities, and there are abilities which are better than others. But most of the time, it is you have no real clue what someone's going to open up with.
Yeah.
And they could start off attacking you with a fire blast, and then go at you with their Sinister Strike. You just have no idea, and you have to adapt on the fly.
Right. Is Palm Pyro still very powerful, by the way? Because that was like such a powerful combo in vanilla.
Yeah. So the Sinister Strike has been nerfed a little bit on here because of you can use it with two-handed weapons.
Oh yeah.
But they made it so that there's a damage reduction if you have got a two-handed weapon.
All right, that's fair. I imagine the devs being like completely like very preoccupied with like balancing it constantly, because I imagine it being a lot of work, basically.
Yeah. I think that's the only one of the main problems which they have with their server at the moment, is the fact that because it's so open and there's so many possibilities, there's so much more balancing which they'll have to do.
Yeah.
And they can't just balance it like Blizzard would have done on Wrath of the Lich King.
Another question from Box Goblin: is there some kind of donation feature like pay to win?
At the moment on the beta, they have a level 60 boost which you can buy, but there's no gear or anything for donation, or no gold for donation. It's just the leveling or experience potions. And personally, I'm not a massive fan of it, but they do it so that they can pay their some of their developers and
of course,
keep the service hosted. And I've been told that that stuff isn't going to be on the live game, so it's not going to be pay to win on the live game. But I guess if you class a level boost as pay to win, then yeah, it's got pay to win.
All right, there we go.
I just saw a question saying, does the AoE build still work?
Yeah.
Yes, it does work, but you have to do it differently. And Lakawake or Lakawaki or whatever your name is, if you go on the video and check in the comment section there, or the description, there's a build guide, a Google Doc, and that'll tell you how to do it. It's from level 30 now, not level 20.
All right. Someone's saying 60 boost. I'm out. All right.
Yeah,
that's what you get.
It's not for everyone.
Yeah.
And it's not my favorite, but they have to do something to raise funds to pay their devs. And like, you see servers like Warmane which have paid features.
Yeah.
And they're known. It's controversial, and a lot of people disagree with me, but they're known for their stability and keeping their servers online and paying their developers to get good content.
Right.
So I think a lot of people are changing their attitudes towards this as well. But normally, if you're paying someone to do something, they're going to do a better job than someone who's not being paid.
It's what I argued. I sometimes play devil's advocate when it comes to pay to cash shops. I'm not a fan of cash shops. I think it has too big of an effect on the game itself. But to say that it's all bad is kind of, well, I'd say I guess close-minded, because a cash shop means more revenue towards the team or developers, whatever you even call it, which means they can potentially hire more people, which means things will get fixed faster and more professional.
Yeah,
because you're paying them.
That's what I'm thinking at the moment, but I really hope that the 60 boost doesn't go live, and if it does, it has to be behind, like, you already have to have a level 60, for example.
Yeah, it has to be something like very...
for it to be activated.
Yeah, I don't think they will do that. That would be kind of ridiculous, to be fair.
I think it would annoy a few people, me included.
Oh, by the way, do you think they're going to release both a hardcore and a softcore version on live, or?
Their plan is to release 3 servers.
All right.
And you said you played on the 3-time server. Well, it was one times at the time.
Yeah.
But you said you played on that server, and that's now the medium core server. So there's soft, med, and hardcore.
Wow.
And the medium core server doesn't have all of the hardcore aspects on it. So on the hardcore server, which is not yet released, they plan to have like a hunger system where if you don't eat, you'll die.
Yes, I heard about this, yeah.
I can't remember some of the other features, but they're going to make it so that it's a lot harder to play the game, and more of the hardcore, like, for the people who want to do that kind of challenging leveling series.
Yeah. Someone else again asking about the population info. Why do you need population info? Just join and have fun. It's a good thing, but people are usually kind of. I mean, to be fair, population is kind of a big selling point.
Yeah, a lot of people use that as their
Yeah.
It's their benchmark for, because obviously a good server is going to have a good population.
Yeah.
Generally, that's how it works. So I can understand why people would want to see why there is a high population.
Yeah.
And at the moment, I think it's really worth taking into account the fact that it is an open beta, and a lot of people won't play it because they don't want to lose their stuff.
Right.
So with a population of about 500, I think that's not too bad for a beta.
Exactly. And to be fair, a high population server doesn't always equate to a very good server. Molten. Sorry, I just had to throw that out there, because their old Cataclysm server.
Someone just mentioned that.
Yeah.
No for stability. Did you forget about the meltdown?
Yeah, and that's the one. Oh, there we go. We got a new thingamajig.
That's level 5. More stat points.
Oh yeah, but I need one more. Oh, I can train some very basic first tier stuff, but I'll just save them for now.
One thing which I forgot to think about was the fact that there's no mage trainer in the Tauren starting zone, so my fireball is going to suck for a very long time.
Yeah. Let's see, people bringing up the fake pop again. Yeah, I tried to investigate that, and all I found was a lot, and I mean a lot of conflicting arguments.
It's one of those things that people will always argue about, and it really depends on what your viewpoint is. If you enjoy, my own standpoint on it is, if you enjoy the game, play it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's as far as I'll go on that one. I just play things that I enjoy playing. Same with the Elysium stuff. Sure, they've got drama behind the scenes, but if the game's fun, I still want to play it, because at the end of the day, I'm playing games to have fun.
Right. So exactly, but I can see how people can get kind of sore because they're thinking, well, at least they're speculating, because again, we don't have any definitive, absolute proof about this, that they're just putting the queue up there and artificially inflating their numbers so that people will give them money. But again, I haven't seen any. I've seen decent arguments for that, but nothing, like no concrete evidence, like no definitive evidence of that. So
yeah,
again,
I hope that's not the case. I really do, because that's just like having a key to enter to play the game, like they did on Ascension.
Yeah,
it's just not right. If people want to support the server, then they will do, and you shouldn't have to force people to do that.
Exactly. But I've talked about this like tons of times on my stream, and I've said the arguments for and the arguments against. And an argument for would be, well, if I compare their launch with Elysium, because I was there at the launch of Elysium, the amount of people I see running around is very similar. Like every zone is packed. I'm in Outlands right now with my mage. He's level 64, and there's still tons of quests where you have to basically kill one elite guy. I get there's 30 people waiting for that mob to respawn.
Jesus.
So if it's not 10,000 or 13,000, it's very close to like 8,000. So
yeah,
it's still a complete tag fest at a lot of areas in Warmain.
Yeah. Are there any more questions in the chat?
Let's see. I just
make a battle mage. Try my best.
What is that? What is a battle mage?
So I guess it's mixing in melee and spellcasting.
Ah, okay, yeah. I'm just gonna go. I don't know. We'll see. I think I'm about to hit level 6 actually. Ooh. At what level can you get dual wield?
Dual wield is under the general tab, so below protection warrior. There's dual wield.
There we go. Oh, it's only one.
Yeah, a lot of people complained the fact that it was even added in the first place, and I don't mind it because it forces you to pick something and stick with it. But a lot of people didn't like the dual wield change to being the costed thing.
Right. I'm gonna get dual wield though. So there we go. Let's see. Main hand. Oh, and I have to choose it. There we go. Maces. Taunts have increased mace skill. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, let's put.
Are we done in here?
I think we. Oh, find earth rock and drink the earth sap. So like, do we get any experience from that?
Where's Orc-Bit when you need him? He does shaman stuff, doesn't
he? Yeah, exactly. Well, we can do that one. I think it gives like at least a little bit of experience. So
yeah.
And I think after that we're done. I think yeah, there we go. We're done. Once again, guys, I'm in the chat. We have 78 people watching right now. That's not bad at all.
Jesus.
Yep, there you go. Again, some general information. This is Ascension WoW. It's a classless WoW project. With me in this live stream is Tommyruin. He has his own YouTube channel.
Hello.
There you go. He has his own YouTube channel. He does a lot of stuff regarding Ascension WoW. So if you're interested in this project, definitely check out his channel. Again, if you have any questions about this project/server, then please feel free to ask them in the chat, and we, or at least Tommy, will do the best to answer them. I'm just here for I don't know what. I'm here for comic relief, I guess. That's it. Basically it. I think also.
Do you know?
Oh, there we go.
Do you know where we're going? Sorry.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Oh, is this it?
Yep. And then you should drink your shaman shrine. It's right here, dude. Ah, there we go. And you should drink like the earth sapta.
Holy moly.
Yep, there you go. I still remember it. Okay, that's 100. And there you go. 450 experience. And we get an earth totem.
That's not that bad. When did you start playing then? Are you a proper vanilla Start right at the beginning?
Oh, you mean retail? Yes, I started in
Yeah.
2004.
Bloody hell.
Yep.
How old was I then? I was 7.
Um, I was, I was 14 back then, and it was quite interesting because, you know, you back then you played on I had this kind of crappy gaming PC, so I played WoW on 800 by 600 at 20 frames per second, and I did my absolute best not to not to go to major cities because my computer didn't like it very much. Also, rating
Mine still doesn't.
wow. So yeah, I loved raiding, but not be and my computer didn't love it at all because I had to render 40 people and a boss and ads and everything. So
oh god, of course.
yeah, and I rated. I started with a druid, got that to level 60. Then I did pretty much all the raids. We didn't clear Nax though. We got a few bosses down there, old Nax, but we did. We did Molten Core, Zogarup, Blackwing Lair, AQ20, AQ40. We got to Cthulhu, and that's it. Twin Emperors. I'm sorry, and then on Nax we got like 3 bosses down. I think it was a Nupercon, not the Playbringer, and one more. I forgot. But yeah, and so cool. I actually quit retail before Burning Crusade even came out.
Oh wow.
Yes, because I was.
So did you play any more retail after that, or did you just do private server stuff?
I did quit retail on my own account before Burning Crusade came out, and then I kind of played sometimes on a friend's account during Burning Crusade, so I got a little bit of that, but mostly after that I don't know what I did. I just moved on to different games, and then
that's fair enough.
And I discovered private servers like 4 years ago on Phoenix Warsong was the very first private server I touched. Yep. By the way, anyone want to grow up to play hardcore? Or that's just a general question. Are Void Walkers good?
I prefer Hunter Pets.
Hunter Pets, there you go.
Yeah, I prefer Hunter Pets just because Void Walkers don't actually have a taunt.
Yeah, they have that
AoE pulsing threat generation thing, which isn't as good.
Exactly. Hey Hamster, what's going on? Hey, what's up, Wicked Player? Oh snap, Tommyruin live. Hey, what's up, Lazy Pockets? How you doing,
Lazy
man?
Pockets.
Yeah, you know him too?
I've been in this chat a few times. I haven't actually spoken very much, but yeah, I can't actually stream on my internet.
Oh Jesus, you're the second. Let's see, you're the 3rd Brit I know right now that's also doing WoW stuff but can't stream because of shitty internet. That's number 3 right now.
Yeah, it took me 12 hours to upload the video which I did the other day.
Oh my god.
I think it was like 12 or 13 minutes long.
Oh,
it took me 12 hours.
Yes, I remember those days. Yep, I know what you're talking about. I had the same problem at my parents' house. Now that I live by myself, it takes like 2 minutes. So every time I look at that upload bar, I've been living on my own for like over a year now. I look at that upload bar, I'm like, oh, this is so good. Just this is worth it.
It's the problem with living in a student house, I guess.
Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, I don't know what's up with you.
I'm in charge of the internet next year in my new house, so I'm gonna make sure I have enough to be able to stream.
Right. Just get fiber. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what's up with the other 2 are living in rural areas, so they can't really get good internet.
Is one of them World of Will?
No, one is Shepherd, and you probably don't know him. He's basically the guy that I'm kind of hanging out with on Gamer District, and then I forgot the other guy's name, but yeah.
Yeah, because when I'm not in uni, I live on a farm, so I also have bad internet there.
Shit.
So never lucky.
Can you have an army of pets? No, you can't.
No.
Gulaumudigani, whatever your name is.
I wish.
Yep. Took me 7 hours to get into.
Streaming as well. Everyone's streaming now.
Wow, really? Who else is streaming? Let's see. Grab my phone. Oh yeah, got a few people. Tommyruin cow isn't as cute as yours.
What?
What?
I've got nice horns that go out. They're not as pointy. I think my horns are much cuter.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Mine are black too. They kind of look, yeah. Like I covered them with coal or something.
We do look very, very similar.
Yeah, we have the same skin, I think. Yeah.
Same skin, same gear. just the weapon and the horns.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, no racist jokes because we have the same skin. Unfortunately. It took me 7 hours to get into Outland Realm and Warmane. Yep, I know. It's a pain. It's a fucking pain.
Jesus.
All right.
You could level up to level 70 in that time, couldn't you?
I'm sorry. In 7 hours? That's tough. I think you get to like level 30 if you really push it.
Yeah. What? Isn't it 5 times rates?
Yeah, but because of like the amount of people, there's still tons of quests where
yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah,
that's
you just it again, the tag fest, it's crazy. So, but yeah, like I'm 64 right now, and I think I have 30 hours of playtime. But then again, I'm not like power leveling or anything like that.
Yeah.
Hey Hamster and Tommy, I love the characters. Tarn for life, thank you very much. Ooh, double ding.
Nice. Oh, it's Kalta. Hey, Kalta.
Let's see. Jesus, what should I get next? Oh. I think maybe a healing ability might be nice. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Devotion Aura. So we both get some armor.
Oh yes, of course. Now I have like lesser heal. I have healing touch. I have lesser healing or like healing wave. Like all this.
So much choice.
Yes. Wait, how much does... Let's see, 13 mana, heals for 34 to... I think it's all pretty similar. 46 to 45. Let's just get lesser heals, screw it. If it's wrong, I can... Oh, wait, ooh. I don't have the required currency. I think I messed up here. What was it again? Holy Priest, that... Ooh, of course, I trained dual wield. That's why I still have only one.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, wait. Bollocks, I was meant to pick something else. I need to reset.
Oh. Oh, that's right, Rockbiter. That's a good thing to choose.
Yeah, they did nerf that recently, actually, but it's still so good for dual wield.
Okay, then I probably should save up to that. How much is that? Let's see. Enhancement probably... Oh, that's 2. Yeah, sure. We can get that next level. Oh, we have a lot of quests here. Let's see. We can do sharing the land. What else is this? Which realm is the softcore version? That's Anderhall indeed. We have 84 people watching, by the way, so we're actually getting close to 100.
91 on my screen now.
Damn!
This is the most people I think I've ever seen in one place at one time.
Wow. Really? You never been to concerts or anything?
Okay, yeah, I lie.
Yeah. I don't know what Metallica concert you saw where there were 80 people or whatever. Yeah, most people I saw live, Jesus, that would probably be Wacken in Germany. That was literally thousands of people. It's a metal festival. Yeah, I'm a metalhead. So, yes.
Yeah, I'm not much of a music guy. I don't know why. I just listen to it and enjoy it, but I don't follow it very much.
Well, I guess we're polar opposites. I am a pathetic music geek. I've studied music theory for 4 years. I play guitar for over 20 years, and
fair enough.
Yeah,
that's fair enough.
I can get really snobby about it too, and I'm well aware that I'm doing it. So
I'll keep my Justin Bieber away from you then.
Oh, Justin Bieber, Jesus Christ, no, thank you. No, that's.
I'm joking, by the way. Please don't judge me.
Well, if you do like it, you know, I can understand. To be fair, his newer songs, they're not completely horrible. Like I heard on the radio, I'm like, wait, that's Justin Bieber right now? Like that's at least listenable. I can call it that. And it's not like...
I think a lot of people have changed their minds on him.
Yeah.
He's become a lot more acceptable to be like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Than it was when he was singing all this crappy. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking actually.
Yeah, because that's just when he still had when he was 14. So again, I'll give him credit. Yeah. People are like, oh, it's garbage. Well, he was 14. What the fuck do you expect?
Yeah.
When was the last time you heard a 14-year-old write a masterpiece in terms of songs? Because I can't think of any. Let's see. Favorite metal band? Sabaton. Oh, Sabaton's awesome. That's great.
I'll just stand and nod.
Yeah. Great band. Let's see. Oh, I don't have... Let's see. I have a few. Yeah, we can do sharing the land with the killing mobs right there. How long have we been... Oh, we've been streaming for an hour now. Damn.
Have we? Damn.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah.
So, what talents do you have right now? I know you have
just
Fireball, you have Mark of the Wild.
I just reset again. I wasn't happy with my choices.
That's okay. So, what are you going for right now?
I don't know. We'll see.
Someone's saying Trivium. Ooh, Trivium. Even though I saw Sabaton 3 times live. Mozart wrote most of his songs before 14. Yeah, I know. So, but that's definitely the exception. There you go. What the fuck is this? Alex, this is Project Ascension. It's a classless WoW server where you basically get to choose whatever spells and skills you want. So there's a whole world, literally a world of possibilities. And with me in the stream is Tommyruin. He's the guy who basically knows way more than me about Ascension WoW, which is why I brought him here, because I could be playing this and then I would be able to answer maybe 2% of all the questions. So, yeah. Anything?
Yeah, I've just played it far too much.
Well, too much is relative. Did you enjoy your time?
Oh god, yeah.
Did your social life completely suffer? Like.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've lost many hours with my girlfriend because of me playing this.
Was it worth it?
Because it depends.
Let's see. Do you like gnomes? No, I don't. Tommy, do you like gnomes?
I kind of do.
You do? Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm with Dan on the gnomes.
All right. So since you like gnomes, can you explain to me what is it about gnomes that people like? Because I can't. I don't understand.
I just think there's something ironic about the fact that you can be the shortest man in the world and go over and kill a Tauren who's like 7 foot taller than you.
Well, I can see that. Like, I get it. Like, if you swing a sword as a gnome, you like realistically, it would be way less powerful than a Tauren.
Yeah.
But.
And imagine being a Tauren and being killed by a gnome must be so embarrassing.
Yeah.
As the Tauren.
I know. That's why I hate him.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why gnomes are really good fun.
Yeah, I am. It would be really if I was like super like ripped and I was like 6 foot tall. Maybe I'd play a gnome just because of like the irony, like some fully like buff.
That's totally why I play gnomes. Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah. Right. Oh, I get it now. Show the tooltip.
Oh, you're nearly dead.
Oh, that's okay. I have. What the fuck did I do? I didn't even get lesser heal. Oh, of course not. I didn't get it. Of course, I'm saving up for Rockbiter. That's okay. I got this. Which tooltip do you mean, Alex? Oh, Jesus. Come on.
I'm running.
Yes.
Oh, nice. The aggro switch.
The ping-ponging.
Yeah.
There we go.
We defeated the boss.
Yes, which was a level 6 Pale Mane Skinner.
Nice. I think something's...
Would SL Shadowbolt spam work on Ascension?
SL. What's SL?
Soul Link. I'm not sure actually. Huh. Gonna have to elaborate on that. I have 3 more stats, by the way. There we go. Put it in.
Oh.
I keep forgetting to like reallocate my stats, but there you go.
There's so much which you have to do after you hit level every level.
Yeah.
You got talent points, you got skill point, so you got stat points.
Well, at least it keeps you like occupied with. That's my problem with 1x leveling rate servers. Like regularly, you get from like level 36 to level 37. You're like, all right, what did I get? All right, nothing.
Yeah. Well, you should see it on live. On the live game, it's so much worse.
Yeah, it is.
You hit every like 4 levels, you might get a new spell. There's no talent points.
Oh yeah, I know.
Every level, every 50. Every 15 levels, you get a new talent.
Yeah, I know that.
And then every like 3 or 4, you get a spell. Like, it's just there's no reward in hitting a new level.
Right. Yeah, I've seen that new. It's funny because of course I'm still used to the old talent tree, and then when I started playing on WoW Freaks, which was a Mr. Pandaria server, which is the first time they implemented that whole talent tree, I was like, "This is it? What the fuck is this?" That was my reaction. Yeah. Oh yeah, I need 5 Tanners and 4 Skinners. There we go.
Dzemix asks when is the server live, and we don't actually know. It's still in open beta, and I think it's going to be a few more months yet until it is released. SLSL is Soul Link Siphon Life.
Oh, of course, yeah.
I don't think Siphon Life is in the game. I'll have to check.
I think it is. It has to be.
It's an affliction talent, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, then yeah, it is in the game, and you can back that up with Shadow Priest abilities too, and increase the damage that your Shadow damage does from Shadow Priest talents.
Oh, Shadow Weaving.
So you can make it even more powerful than it would be on live game.
Jesus. You and Tommy covering TBC Primal launch. The server launch. First of all, the server launch is gonna be at 3 a.m. in the morning for me. So that would be a no.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, it's 3 a.m. in the morning on a work day. Like, what the fuck were they thinking? So I guess.
So they're hitting TBC today then, or tomorrow morning?
Yeah, tomorrow morning. Oh, I think it's the 8th of June. So that's in 2 days, as far as I know. And to be fair, they do have like an American group playing, so that would be like in the evening for them. But, you know, it's racist towards us Europeans.
We demand everything when we need it.
Yes, exactly. I'm a paying... Wait, no, I'm not a paying customer. Never mind. So, no, we're... first of all, no, that's me not covering it, and I don't think we're going to do it together, because that's like 2 in the morning for you.
I don't know if I'm going to have to... I'm definitely going to take a look, because I've got a character over there, but...
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to be spending much time over there because there's so much I need to cover on here.
What character do you have there?
There's just so many servers which you can try out.
Oh yeah, Jesus.
Crazy. So many offering different things as well.
Yeah. What character do you have there, by the way, on Primal WoW?
I've got a Shadow Priest. I copied over one of my characters from live.
Ah.
I made it over there.
What's your name on that?
Then I think it's Tommyruin again.
Ah.
But turns out Shadow Priests are awful in vanilla.
Oh wow, wait a minute.
And
Dukash,
I wouldn't be on.
Thank you very much for donating, dude. Dukash, I think he's from Primal WoW. Hey, what's up, dude? How you doing? So yeah, please continue. By the way, sorry, I got distracted by the money.
Shadow Priests are crap. That's what I'm saying, basically.
Let me think. Yeah, we had a few Shadow Priests, but yeah, they were definitely not topping DPS. That's yeah. I think they were pretty decent.
You're
in PvP,
really
though.
good for the first. Yeah, you're really good for the first 5 seconds of the fight. And then you lose all your mana, and you're rubbish.
Yeah, so it's almost like retail, where they're like vanilla retail, where they were just mana batteries, basically.
Yeah.
There's this one guy who made a remix of that song. What was it again? The do 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 mana mana, but instead it's like mana. Like, you know, he made a cute little parody of that. So that was kind of fun.
Black bear, black boar, or a crocodile. Definitely crocodile every time.
There we go. I still have 85 people watching, by the way, so that's awesome, guys.
That's crazy. 30 likes as well. Remember to hit that like button, guys.
Smash that like button.
Yeah, that classic line.
Yeah, smash it. And you have to have that like British accent in there, as far as I know. That's how you do it.
Someone needs to get soundbite of Dan saying that, because he says that a lot.
Yeah, really?
Remember to smash that like button.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, get that soundbite and just play that whenever you want it.
Ooh, it's nice. And you see a little gnome appearing on the screen. Actually, no, that would probably scare my viewers away, because I'm like Horde for life.
Yeah, I was playing Alliance on the hardcore realm, and I've switched over to Horde on the softcore realm. So I've now got a Horde guild on here if there are any Horde people who want to start playing the game.
Yes.
It's called Deep Run Raiders.
Deep Run Raiders, if you're interested.
Yeah.
Someone says, don't you remember the question, Tommy? Like, what question do you mean? Arlu 3?
He asked a question in our Discord chat asking about what hunter pet he should take. And it was black bear, black boar, crocodile, crocodile.
Ah, okay, yeah, that one.
I said crocodile.
I still need wolf paws and planestrider talents. Let's see. Hey, Hamster, big fan from Canada. Ooh, Canada. Nice country, man. Can you paladin as a horde? Well, yeah, because it's all classless. You can even become half a paladin or quarter.
Yeah, you can paladin as a horde.
Shadow
and
Boomkin.
Then
ooh.
You can't do Shadow and Boomkin because they're both stances.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So your action bar would change depending on what you're in. Same as in you can't do like a Shadow Feral Druid or whatever.
Or you can't do Berserker stance and defensive stance at the same time.
Yeah, things like that. It's just not allowed. There are certain restrictions, despite it being classless, there are restrictions to balance things out.
Damn, Shadow Boomkin sounds awesome though.
It does sound pretty cool, and I want to try it.
A dark fat owl. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
One thing which I'd really like to see is different forms depending on what race you are. Because obviously you've got the druid forms for Taurens, Night Elves. It would be great if they had different forms depending on different races which you are.
Wow.
I think that'd be a really nice custom feature. So you have little kittens for gnome druids.
Damn.
I mean, that'd be something really cool.
And then like a zombie cat for an undead. I mean, hell yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, that'd be cool. Also, Mihao, thank you very much for subscribing. By the way, guys, please remember to also subscribe to Tommyruin's channel. It is in the description, I think it is. It should be. First link, you can see. Again, he is the guy that knows a lot of stuff about Ascension WoW and plays that way more than I do. So if you'd like to see more Ascension WoW related content, be sure to go to his channel and smash that subscribe button. Also, someone said smash
that like button.
Someone said smashed it, rip phone. So thank you, Jesper. Your phone made a great sacrifice. Little kittens for gnomes, yes. Someone says, oh yeah, I can definitely get behind that. Hey Hamster, you've seen you live, and I had to show you a little bit of love, Dukash here. Hey, thank you very much, Marius. Yeah. Are you still playing Primal WoW, dude? By the way, Dukash. I'd love to know that. So, let's see. When did the server launch again? Again, we can't say. Just
yeah, we have no real clue about when the server launched, but we're in beta at the moment.
Yeah.
And the beta's been going on for I think it's over a year now. But they've had some issues, and they're getting out towards the end of the beta now.
Whoa! What the? Did you see that? Did you see that mob run to me like really, really fast, or was it just my screen?
Yeah, I think you did.
Wow. Okay, there you go. Well, that's the first bug I discovered. Oh yeah, speaking of bugs, like how much bugs are there? Like, how
it really depends what you're doing. There are some class stuff which is not interacting as it should be, just because it's not meant to.
Right.
So certain abilities are meant to interact with each other on here, which weren't in the actual game. So there's bugs relating to that, and the only bugs which I saw when I was leveling up on the softcore server the first time, a few days ago, was the fact that there was no profession nodes around in the starting zone.
Wow, okay.
So you had to wait until you got to the Barrens or Silver Pine or whatever to get your profession stuff going. Other than that, there are some things to do with mobs, like evading, but most of those have been fixed.
Right.
I don't know, really.
So nothing game-breaking, basically. No super major.
You can get to level 60, and most of the quests are working. Like 99% of the quests are working, I would say. It's in a state that I would say it's good enough to launch, and a lot of the bugs can be fixed retroactively.
Right.
But I think they want to get it polished.
Let's see. Hey, hello, Hamster. You are so real pro gamer. Wow. Yeah, okay.
Got a fanboy there.
Well, I think it's just like I can smell the sarcasm through my computer screen. Because I'm definitely not a pro gamer. Absolutely not. I'm decent at WoW at best. No problem.
Well, you rated in vanilla. That means you're a pro gamer.
Oh, of course, yeah. I've seen Nax. I'm like that guy from Nixium's videos, like the level 58 Death Knight. I don't know if you know Nixium's videos, but
yeah, Nixium's great.
Yep. Atias is class specific. Have they solved that problem? Atias, Greystaff the Guardian. That's a good question.
I think they're just making it so that anyone can use it. We haven't got to legendaries yet, really.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, no one's got Thunder Fury on the. No one's got Thunder Fury yet, but they've made it so that things like class item sets are able to be used by anyone, and you just get bonuses based upon the spells which you take. So healers would go for the items which have healing bonuses on their item sets, and tanks would go for the warrior item set, for example.
Yeah.
It really does depend on what you want to get out of it, depending on what gear you take. So they've got around it. They've taken off the class masking on different gear sets and made it so that anyone can use them.
All right. I need one more Planestrider talent, by the way, and I'm done.
Yeah,
Let's
me too.
see. What would you say is the best Rathalos private server in your opinion? That's a really tough, Ripsar, because in terms of scripting, I'd say Gamer District, but Gamer District is high rate and has a cash shop, and then you could say, well, Dalaran WoW, but like Gamer District, Dalaran WoW now has all of its content released, so there's nothing really to look forward to. It's tough. I personally, I can only speak out of my own opinion, which means I like high rate servers. I don't have a problem with cash shops that much. Like if the server's good enough, I can deal with it. So I personally say Gamer District, even though all the content's being released and even though there's a cash shop. But again, if you're against all of that, then that's tough. You could. I guess to be fair, Warmane Lordaeron is a pretty solid server. Dalaran WoW is a pretty solid server. Yeah, those two.
And what do you think about the fact that there are so many options for different servers? Do you think it would be better if people collaborated, or do you think it's fine that people are?
Of course,
doing
I think it's better if people collaborated. So there's, for instance, like we have tons of servers out there that who knows might be good, but they only have like 50 people playing on there. So it's people get turned off by that. For instance, Primal WoW again, it's really good, but it only has a few hundred people playing at best. So, and hoping that will go up when BC launches. But again, it's another example of a great server, but it just doesn't have enough people playing there. Gear Adam, thank you very much for subscribing. So yes, I think it'd be way better if people just kind of got together and collaborated. But I talked about this with Kustashes, but he was a developer for Wargate, which is Hellground. And he basically said, well, you have to basically see it as every server of a developing team or just one guy, it's their own little project.
Yeah.
So of course they don't want to. Let's say that if they fix something, they just want to. Okay, guys, here's the fix. There you go. Make your server better because it's still somewhat of a competitive environment. So of course you want to have an edge over people. So you don't want to just share all your knowledge willy-nilly on the internet.
Yeah, so, I guess that's why you have different things for everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Why isn't there just one phone company that makes all the phones? Everyone has different ideas and ideas on how it's all run, I guess.
And like phones, it's if you don't know a lot about phones, it seems oversaturated. Just like with anything like guitars, cars, computer hardware, like everything. So yeah, it's just a competitive market at work, basically. I think it's the easy way to put it. Let's see. Hamster and Tommy. Hey, what's up, Annoying Llama? Do you play Warmane? Yes, I do. Do you play Warmane, Tommy?
I dabbled in it, but this is around the time that I still had exams on, so
yeah,
I haven't really played on there since.
Do you ever plan to check it out, like a new Outland server, or because of course you have to queue, right? That's.
Yeah, I don't know. In all honesty, I've got so much on my plate at the moment, and I've got people like coming to me and asking me to check out their servers and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So I've got a lot of stuff which I want to do. I haven't got time to do it at the moment, so I'm focusing on stuff which I've got on my plate at the moment, and then I'll probably be open to checking out more stuff.
Right. Let's see. Sponsored stream? No, it isn't. It's I'm not getting paid a dime, even though many people think I do. Like you wouldn't believe how many people think I'm basically hired by Warmane to like promote their server and to shell out.
Blimey.
So I wish they paid me, but they don't.
Yeah.
So
that's the dream, right?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Yeah.
No,
and I don't work for Ascension, despite the amount of stuff which I
really
make on it.
You're not sitting there with an I Love Ascension shirt and an Ascension mug and.
I mean, if they sold them, I'd probably get them.
Well, I do have. I don't know if you remember, Nostalris had their T-shirt campaign where they were.
Yeah, the shirt was really cool.
Yep, I got it.
Do you?
Yep, I do.
That's cool.
I had to get it. Alex Central pays it.
That's a really. Yeah, Alex Central. that's a really cool memento as well.
Yeah, exactly.
This shirt.
I'm just gonna wait 10 years and then put it on eBay for $4,000.
Yeah, you could probably pay for a whole server for a year with that.
Yeah. Let's see. What's your best expansion for both you guys? Well, Tommy, what's your best expansion? Or is it...
I started playing in Burning Crusade when I was like 10 years old, and I made a gnome mage, and I got to level 10, and then I didn't really know what I was doing, so I quit. And I then played again in Wrath of the Lich King, and my brother had a character, so I nicked his Death Knight slot on that server because you could only make one Death Knight per server if you had a character over level 58 on the server. So I nicked his Death Knight, and he got very annoyed with me. But I played that Death Knight up to level 70, and then quit again, and then what's the next one? Cataclysm.
Yes.
Cataclysm, I got a few 85s, and it was good fun. But my favourite expansion that I've played through is probably MOP, Mr. Pandaria.
Really? Okay.
I loved that expansion. Everything about it. I think it's because it was the first time that I properly played World of Warcraft and got into it and started raiding everything.
Right, yeah.
But the music, I love Pandaren despite everyone else hating them. I thought it was really, really cool.
Yeah.
So that's probably my favorite in terms of memories, but I love the old world and I love playing in a vanilla setting. I just think there's something about the old game which is so unique compared to the newer games where everything's sped up and you can do everything you want.
Right.
We're by yourself with no problems. I don't know. There's just something about having to band together and make friends and you know everyone and everyone knows you.
Yep.
That kind of style of gameplay in vanilla really appeals to me.
Yeah.
And if there was some way of making an in-between between the new updated models and graphics, because I'm a big sucker for that. I'm playing with the new models at the moment.
Really?
And the new animations and stuff, and the old game, then I'd be all for that. Yeah, probably Mr. Pandaria for me.
Okay, that's interesting. You're the first guy I met that says Mr. Pandaria. So.
See, I love it from a lore standpoint and from a gameplay style. I thought it was really fun to play. They changed a lot from Cataclysm, where they had the new talent tree and expanded upon it.
Yeah.
They brought in monks, which is one of my favorite classes.
Really? Wow.
So I think they did a lot right in that expansion. Yeah. I've played Legion a lot as well. I haven't just been playing private servers, so I played Legion up to a point, and I started getting back into it recently. But I've tried all the different aspects, and there's different aspects of each part of the game which I can relate to and I enjoy. But the vanilla style game and questing and open world aspect to it, it's really, really good.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of things like class design, which I think is just so clunky and not fluid, like the classes are now on the live game, that I think could really be expanded upon and made better in the old game. So maybe like an old vanilla client with the new Legion models and Legion classes, that'd be my ideal, I guess. That'd be the best thing. But what about you? What's your favorite expansion?
My expansion, well, of course, I'm an old dog, so I have to go with Burning Crusade because I love vanilla. It's the most memorable out of the two because, of course, I played a lot during vanilla and not so much during Burning Crusade. But looking at the game itself, I think Burning Crusade really nailed what I think is just what I wanted out of WoW. The problem with vanilla... Wait, let me see. Oh, yeah, I have the thing here. The problem with vanilla WoW is the problems they had, which was... The biggest problem for me was the certain specs just not being... they were either not viable, or people just didn't want you to roll with that spec, or you would not get a guild, a raid spot.
I really agree with you. That's one thing which really puts me off the vanilla game, the fact that you're locked into playing certain roles on certain classes. Like, you can't be a cat druid in vanilla WoW because no one will want you because you're just not as viable as a rogue.
Right. Which, by the way, my buddy Powerful Noun has a guide up how to play Feral Druid, and it actually kind of works. Like, it's not top DPS, but it actually works. So,
yeah, I think it's just the fact that you have to put so much more into it to get the same results as someone who's just playing a class where you can spam one button and do top DPS.
Exactly, and it's still the stigma attached to, oh my god, a Boomkin, leave, oh my god, a Feral Druid, kick, you know, that stuff. It's really annoying. Yeah. So Burning Crusade kind of fixed that, where, again, there were certain specs and classes that were definitely I want to say overpowered, but more powerful than the other. But at least every spec was viable in raids, so you could finally choose whatever you want and not be limited to just one spec. So that's what I really liked about it. I also like the fact that it kind of expanded on dungeons, where in vanilla you did, let's say you did Blackrock Depths. The only way to get gear out of that was just killing the bosses. And in Burning Crusade you got there were more rep factions, which gave you of course, then you could buy gear from them. Then you got badges from heroic. So even if you didn't get any gear out of those dungeons, you go, all right, at least I got 3 badges and some reps, so I'm getting close to. So there's that. I like the lore of the bosses, of course. You know, Illidan and again, Karazhan still being my favorite raid of all time. Because you know I'm a sucker.
Yeah, I do like Karazhan. I can't. What would be my favorite raid?
It's because I'm a sucker for music, and Karazhan, especially the opera event, is just.
God, yeah.
So
see, I think. Have you listened to any of the Mr. Pandaria music?
It's really good. I know it is, but I'm just.
It's very the Asian theme. I don't know. It just won me over.
Yeah, but that's funny because I could not get into the Asian theme. I just couldn't. I tried.
It was very polarizing for a lot of people.
Yeah. And to be fair, it's a very beautiful. Of course, I play on the WoW Freaks Mr. Pandaria server, so when I looked at the zones, it's beautiful, absolutely amazing. But yeah. Oh wait, there's a swoop. I need a swoop gizzard from this dude. So yeah.
Arluin asks, would you play as a Pandaren on Ascension if they would implement them? Yes, I definitely would.
Would you play female or male though?
They're just male. They're just so fat and you can roll them around. I don't know. I have a spiritual connection with them.
It's so funny seeing a male Pandaren monk, because of course the monk class being very like agile and fast.
Yeah.
And you look at their body and like, how the fuck does he do that?
It's very oxymoronic with the kind of thing which they're going for in terms of being a monk and then being fat as fuck.
Exactly.
I don't know if about you, but this is one bug which they have a lot on the server, where things which you can interact with can't be used if you bug out when you're looting them. So I couldn't loot that because it's saying it can't be used, and I've had that happen quite a few times.
Huh, okay.
That's one bug which is really bugging me.
Hey, what's up, Northcrat? How you doing, man? Let's see, what else?
Midgemat asks, will the Scroll of Experience remain in the shop once Underhaul releases? The current thing is no, and they might add it in, and it's a big might, once you've got a level 60 and you have and the server's been open for, it's like, say, 5 months. That's their current thing, if they ever add it in. Otherwise, no.
Alright, there we go. This is a later question, but do you think on the server you guys can create a Holy Rogue spec?
Holy Rogue. Well, there's a lot of Holy Paladin spells which you do holy damage, and you can obviously combine that with melee damage, and then there's also a priest talent which allows you to do instant cast smites, which procs off your crits.
Yes.
And then there's also one that allows you to do instant cast exorcisms in the paladin tree. If you do damage, I can't remember what damage it is, I'll just check quickly. But that could mean that you can have instant cast, there it is, Judgment, Crusader Strike and Divine Storm. So you can get instant cast exorcisms, instant cast smites, combine that with paladin stuff. You can get a quite nice holy melee build with instant cast spells.
Ah, Jesus, damn! See the possibilities, man. It's
yeah, there's some good builds which you can make, and some of them are very fun. I don't know if you've seen the laser chicken build which I made.
I did see it, yeah.
Yeah, that's combining enhancement shaman and the what's it called, the maelstrom weapon ability, and turning it into so that you do such fast attacks that you basically always have an instant cast lightning bolt to spend.
Do you name these specs by the laser chicken? Is that all you, or is that just combined effort by the community? Like, who makes those nicknames? Is it you? Or?
I made the nickname, and I came up with the idea, and then this guy called Life, who does a lot of talent building and stuff, he does a lot of testing.
Yeah.
He helped me, and then I reiterated and basically tested out different variants of it. So that build's mine, but Life has done a lot of help in terms of developing builds in general and mapping out spell interactions and stuff. And there's a spreadsheet, I'll link it in here actually.
Right,
I actually have actually linked it, but...
Let's see. Will Charms be deleted when the server launches? Yes, it will be. Go damn it. Because it would be, at least we're pretty sure it will be.
Yeah, so that that spreadsheet has lots of different user-created builds that you can check out. But they all accomplish different things. There's a build using Maelstrom Weapon as well, where you can be a melee healer. So you use fast attacks to get instant cast chain lightning spells. Chain heal spells, sorry.
Okay, yeah.
Which is very cool.
Jesus. Let's see, Hamster, what's your plan for a class? I'm not sure if to be very, very fair, I'm not sure if I'm going to be actually leveling here just because of the lack of time. Again, I'd love to, but it's just lack of time. So, maybe, you know, I am kind of intrigued, but if I am going to seriously level here, I'll probably wait until the server goes live.
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people are feeling as well.
Yeah.
It's very hard to commit to something, and a lot of people still, I think, should remember that it is a beta. And
yeah.
If you're playing now, you're committing to playing to test the server.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't expect to play here and it be the live game. You've got to realize that it's going to be wiped, and you can't invest all your time in the world onto it because you're going to get disappointed when it does wipe.
So please keep that into consideration. Don't blame us when your character's gone all of a sudden.
Yeah.
When the server goes live. WTF.
Where's all my characters gone?
This is the fault of Hamster. Unsub.
Yeah.
Let's see. I need 4 more trophy swoops.
I got 6 more. Should we go up and do the dwarves? The dwarf.
Oh yes, of course, that's close.
It's not too far away.
Yeah.
I don't know the Horde leveling zones very well because I was Alliance on the live game all my life.
Ah, yes.
So I've only recently switched over to Horde and I have a very rudimental knowledge.
Yeah, that was basically me when I was playing on Warsong on Phoenix. Like I first played Horde and everything came back to me. And I was like, you know what, since it's a high-rate server, I'll try Alliance, I guess, just for fun. And I had the same thing you were having back, you know, just wow, okay, where the hell do I go for everything?
Yeah, it's very hard to acclimatize to all the red spiky buildings. And
oh yeah.
huts.
And it was very hard for me to get accommodated to a city with like actual houses and canals and ooh, there's an actual cobblestone path here. Like there's some architecture thrown in here. Wow. Yes, so
yeah, it's a massive culture change, isn't there?
Yes, a culture shock.
Arluin asks, when the server goes live, will you be playing Horde again, or will you go to the Alliance? I think I'm going to stay Horde, to be honest.
Yes.
You got a nice community going. Someone's got to grow a Horde, haven't they?
Exactly. And Horde is the cool faction.
Yeah, exactly. We got all the spikes and no gnomes.
And giant kind of cliffs where people decided to put buildings on.
Yeah.
Which is very good from a defensive point of view.
Oh, I've seen so many videos of people with moonkins just standing on the edge of the lift and typhooning them off.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yep. Thanks for chat, but gotta go. Annoying llama. Thank you very much for tuning in, dude.
He asks, before I go, will you like to have monks and demon hunters in the server? Oh, and DKs. And, well, DKs, they're going to have to come because we're going to the Wrath of the Lich King expansion.
Yeah.
I don't think monks and that will work, just because none of the spell stuff is already in the game anyway for them to use. So they'd have to basically create that from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it's going to be good having too many choices. You can push things too far, I think, and restricting it to what was there in Wrath of the Lich King is a good move.
Right. Let's see. Jesper asks, what is the plan for difficulty? Will it be easy, so any build goes, or hard, so people have to cookie cutter try hard? I think probably the first one, right? Kind of making sure that there's as much things viable. At least that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, they've done a lot of retroactive nerfs based upon what people are taking. So if people are taking the same stuff, they'll make it so that you have to think more about what you're going to be taking instead. So changing it so that there's a talent called Spirit Weapons, which increases your reduces the threat you take.
Oh yeah.
And they've made it here so that it also increases the damage you do by Frostbrand by 10%, Frostbrand and Wind Fury by 10%, and that stacks 3 times. And they also, with that change, made it so that Wind Fury does 30% less damage. So you have to get that talent for it to be as good. So people don't just pick up Wind Fury and have that OP talent. You actually have to invest in it.
Right. What expansion is this? Well, this is not really a expansion. It's classless. Well, to be fair, it is Wrathless King technically, from a very core.
This is the new. This is the new World of Warcraft expansion.
Oh, this is
it's coming after Legion.
This is Revenge of the Return of Nefarian. Yes, there you go.
I thought you were going to say Revenge of the Sith there, and I was like,
Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, exactly. This is World of Warcraft: A New Hope. Yep.
What are we doing here exactly?
We're
killing dwarves.
Yeah, we gotta collect their tools. Like if you get a pickaxe and you gotta break it at an anvil, but I've gotten 0 so far, so the drop rate's a little.
I'm not seeing any pickaxes. Yeah.
Hello from Russia. Hey, what's up, dude? I can't read your name, but hi. A shaman casting arcane missiles with a warlock pet. What is this madness? Yeah, this is welcome to Ascension WoW. What? I'm not really a shaman, so I'm just I'm a Tauren hero. Is what it's called.
Yeah, everyone's a hero.
Let's see. Everyone's a hero. Everyone gets an Ashbringer. That's my main problem with
You
retail.
get an Ashbringer.
Yes, that's.
Yeah, I agree. I really dislike the artifact weapons, and I have no idea how they're going to stop them.
Yeah, it's that's
because everyone's got the Ashbringer now. How's everyone going to get rid of it?
It's
just
like,
leave it on the mantelpiece after you've killed Sargeras.
Exactly, and it's like maybe it's because of again I started playing during vanilla, so I have this attachment with the Ashbringer being this one weapon. There's only one, and it's extremely legendary. There's a lot of lore behind it. Blah blah blah.
And you have to fish it up from that.
Oh, that was a great troll from Blizzard. Honest to God, yes. But yeah, again, what I liked about vanilla at least is that in Legion you're basically the hero, and in vanilla you started out as a nobody and you had to work your way up to become somewhat of a hero.
Yeah.
So that's what I liked about it. You know, starting.
I agree with you. Everyone's become too important for the RPG.
Yeah.
Style of it.
Exactly. Hello, I am Balnar. I'm a demigod of 8 different realms. Oh, me too. Okay. Like, okay.
Yeah, it's become a bit ridiculous, and that started really in Warlords of Draenor.
Yep.
Where everyone was the commander
of their garrison.
The worst expansion.
World of Garrison Craft.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I still, somewhere I'm thinking, you know, if they ever make a solid Warlords of Draenor server, I want to check it out just to see how bad it was. Because, of course, I didn't experience Warlords of Draenor retail. So, what I did notice is that I did watch the BlizzCon coverage, and people seemed really excited about Warlords of Draenor. They were like, yeah, finally.
They promised it to be really good.
Yeah, they were like, finally, we're going to get a good expansion.
Really good.
Yeah.
But half of the stuff which they talked about was cut.
Yeah.
Like, they just didn't include it. And what I was thinking would be a very good server to make, would be a Warlords of Draenor server with all the stuff which they actually promised on the server.
Wow.
So a Warlords of Draenor server with a Shattrath raid, which they cut from the game. I'm sure that would make a lot of people happy.
Wow, yeah, that would make me happy. Let's see. Hello, felly demigod commander. Why does the server have weird spells? Because this is Ascension WoW. It's a custom WoW project. Link is in the description, I think. If you want to check it out. Yeah, like Jesper saying, it's a make your own server. Sephiroth saying Warlords was not that bad though. Just a raid encounter designer after Heimal should be fired. Only knows more than
I really enjoyed Blackrock Foundry as a raid. Hellfire Citadel was just too much green and demons, but Blackrock Foundry killing Blackhand was very, very satisfying.
How many prospector picks do you have right now? I feel like I'm looting all of them in front of you.
I've got 0.
Oh wow.
But we're gonna have to get 10 anyway. Unless we just want to skip this one because it doesn't look like they're dropping very quickly.
Yeah, exactly. I have 3, so it's I'll just get rid of them. This is yeah. I imagine this drop rate being higher in retail, but I could be wrong. So you support Apexis crystal farming, Sephiroth. Oh, that's for Sephiroth. At Tommyruin, like more than half the Z Chronicle book touch and all the lore that was supposed to be in it, and the dug up files basically let people know how much stuff was cut. Again, that's more stuff than I know. So
yeah, I don't really want to get in too much onto it, but they had in the alpha files whole cities which were fleshed out from the inside, which have been removed from the game. And instead we got a little like shitty base camp on the side of a war zone instead of a proper capital city. And you're like, they put all their resources into Warlords of Draenor, into Legion, but we were still in the expansion. And this was like when it launched, we lost so much stuff.
You know what kind of killed it for me? Because even though I don't play retail, I still kind of stay up to date with like what the patches they're adding, and I still hear stuff from people that are playing retail. And again, I know this was a very minor patch. It wasn't supposed to be major content and everything. But what killed it for me, like the immersion, is when they added the selfie cam. Like, honest to God, like they've done some fun stuff in the past. Where like, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cute. But that thing, I was like, no, I can't do this.
How do you feel about the auction house dance party then?
What was that? I think I'm missing something.
It's being added in the next patch. It's like a new micro holiday where one of the auction houses in the main city gets turned into a little dance studio.
No way. What?
See, they are marketing that as a small patch and not a big deal. So it's different to how they marketed the selfie patch integration.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm not against this stuff as long as it doesn't come in front of actual content.
Yeah, but it's like that selfie patch just got me thinking. Like, wait, how does that work? Like, do they have a smartphone with them? If so, like when you whisper someone, does that mean they're actually like texting? Like, it totally turned my brain upside down. So, by the way, the new models you were talking about, right? You really like them.
Yeah.
Can I just say I don't like the new look of Tarrants? I think they look too goofy.
A lot of people have problems with how cartoony they look.
Yeah, and I get it. I mean, World of Warcraft, like starting from like Warcraft 3, was this kind of, I wouldn't say childish, but kind of cartoony and kind of like fun, not to be taken very seriously kind of art style. So I get it. But it's just, Tars are supposed to be badass and cool, and they just look a little silly.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I just like it for the facial animations which they've added in. Like, there's so many different facial emotes which you can get from the from the new models, and it makes such a difference when you're like zoomed in on the character and talking. I think it's quite cool, but a lot of people have problems with the run animations and how the characters actually look. So the Night Elf run animation just looks so dumb. It's ridiculous.
Wow. Okay, I haven't seen those. Well, I've seen a few in Nixium's videos and other machinimas.
You don't want to see it.
Oh god. Let's see. Makes me sad. All the barbaric nature stuff and more of Void and Light was cut. Oh yeah, that's more Warlords of Draenor material. We need to get you some trophy swoops, by the way, I think.
Yeah, I'm lacking. I'm 4 out of 8.
Oh yes. There we go.
I'm trying to make an arcane build at the moment, but sadly all I've got is arcane Moonfire and arcane bolt or arcane shot.
Oh, of course, because you have a robe with arcane wrath.
Yeah, I thought I'd try and build around that.
Damn. Blizzard's target audience is housewives and SJW college dropouts now. The content matches that now. I'm not sure about that. I don't know. I can't. I'm neither one of those, so I can't help you there.
I don't know. I'll be a housewife if it means I can sit around and play WoW all day.
Oh yeah, sure. House man.
I get so bored. I get so bored of doing that.
Yeah, it's same with me. I'm one of those people that can't sit still. So
yeah,
watching a movie. If I'm watching with friends, it's alright because then you get at least talk a little bit. But watching a movie by myself is really hard. instantly grab my phone and just start messing around. So,
Yeah, I'm the same.
So yeah, so I need to do stuff in my life. I want every day to be at least a little bit productive. So being just a housewife and then just playing WoW, no, I lose my mind.
Well, like, I've just come out of exams, and while I was doing my exams, all I wanted to do was play WoW,
Yeah,
like all day.
but I
and
can
it was
get
so
that.
hard keeping myself from doing that. But now, when I've stopped my exams, and I have all the time in the world, I'm not as bothered, and I want
Right.
to find other things to do to keep myself occupied. And I think it's just that whole thing of it being a reward compared to
Of
it being
course.
something which you can do all the time.
Yeah, because you did
Then
something very productive for X amount of time. So now
yeah,
it's
you get that little bit of reward, and it feels more fun because you've been waiting to do it.
right.
I don't know. I think it's just like that kind of effort and reward structure.
Right.
Jesper asks, "Is there a bard build? No damage, no heal, only buffs." I don't think that would work in this style of game because buffs are always like 30 minutes or 10 minutes, so you wouldn't really have very much to do. But if it was working on vanilla WoW and how the buffs work there, then I can imagine something like that could work. But right now, no, there's no real bard build, and I did think about that being like a buff master and
Yeah.
aiding your raid in terms of just doing things that aren't necessarily DPS or healing or tanking. But I think you'd lose out because all the classes can do things like buff and heal and tank and DPS if they want to. So sadly, there's not really a place for bard classes, but I'd love to see someone make one and prove me wrong.
Can you get Bloodlust in this game right now?
No, that's locked behind level 70.
Of course, yeah. Because you could get, well, then you could probably get it as a class yourself, Power Infusion and Bloodlust together, because that's 50%. I'm not sure if they stack, but...
Yeah, they've got, like, there's a few different buffs, like, there's an Arcane Mage. I don't know if that's the one you just mentioned, actually, but there's Power Infusion, there's Mental Quickening, I think it's called, or there's basically Icy Veins, that's the one.
Yeah, Icy Veins.
There's a few different buffs, and they have cooldowns, so you can't use both of them at the same time. You can use them after a few like I think it's like 30 seconds of each other, and they share a cooldown, so you can't just stack cooldowns on top of each other. There are some restrictions in that regard.
Outland free on Steam. Go pick it up. What Outland? Are they talking about Warmane? What? I'm not sure. Oh, there's another swoop, by the way. But I want to fight Raggy as a cheerleader. Well,
I mean, you can always just go there and not do anything.
Yeah, sure. What would you?
They've got a competition on the Ascension Facebook page at the moment about like fun, different builds which you can create, and my suggestion was a flash build where you incorporate all of the different movement speed increases to be the fastest player alive.
Wow. Nice, you got 8 out of 8. Cool, I need 2 more.
There we go. Oh, right, I thought you'd done. Sorry, I was stealing them all now.
No, it's fine. After you, good sir, after you. Notice my cheesy British accent. I'm sorry if you cringed.
I noticed it. No, that's fine. I like it.
No, you don't. I try to dodgy and Mr. Game Master reviews, they hate it. Oh, wait, we have a dude. Karesh. Oh, wow. Oh, thanks, dude. You don't have to. Ooh. Yes. I'm a part of the Deep Run Raiders.
Yeah, I forgot I could invite you. I'm sorry.
We're Deep Run Raiders.
Yeah, my goal is to be able to own Deep Run Tram. I want that place as my own. So just have it so that our guild house is the Deep Run Tram.
That'd be kind of cool. What do you recommend after level 20? Continue your build or do a whole new one?
So on my channel, I've got a few different leveling builds that I recommend for people to try if they're leveling up and then go on and make their own. And I've got 2 1 to 20 builds which work quite well to get to level 20. The most recent one, which is really quite overpowered for getting to level 20. And from level 20 onwards, it does lose a bit of its power, but it's still quite strong. So you can stick with it and build off of that. But then there are other builds, like there's a build I've got called Frosty Paws, which is Frostbrand and Frostbrand cat form. So each of your cat attacks does Frostbrand damage, and that's quite strong. Otherwise, there's like an AoE grinding build if you don't really like the questing aspect of the game. You can grind your way up. There's many different things you can do, Arlen. It just depends what you want to do in the game. Like I've tried the AoE grinding, and to be honest, I can do it for a few hours, but after that, I just get so bored of killing the same mob over and over again.
Yes. By the way, that was another question I have. What about random dungeons throughout leveling? Are they like frequent or?
They've got Dungeon Finder because, as you know, Dungeon Finder was added in Wrath of the Lich King, and you can teleport to the dungeons. And some say that was probably the worst thing which they've ever done, and some people love it. They've got it implemented so that at the moment it will group you up, but it won't teleport you to a dungeon. So you can get a dungeon group, but you still have to make your way to a dungeon, which I think is a really nice way of doing it.
A dungeon of your choice, basically.
You get to GM's here.
Hey, what's up, man?
You get to level as you would in a vanilla server, but you also have the chance to get into dungeon groups and go off and do dungeons. And I did 2 dungeons between 1 and 20. I did 3. I've done Wailing Cavern, Shadowfang Keep, and the other one, Ragefire.
Ragefire Chasm.
Does it say Ragefire? Yeah, I've done all the 3 ones that you would do when you were leveling up, and that's mainly because you've got the community to do it with. Like you've got guilds which you have to talk to go in to do dungeon groups, and that's the main thing about World of Warcraft. It's communicating with people, making connections, and having fun doing that.
That's cool. By the way, my stream is now getting my chat is getting spammed by people. Game Master sent me here. Game Master, hey, what's up? It's like I see a jump in the people watching, so that's kind of fun.
Wow. Anyone else's stream lagging? Mine is. No, mine's not. Surprisingly, and I'm watching it back, and mine's not lagging. I normally lag when I'm like watching my own videos back.
It's very laggy. What's going on? Ooh.
Maybe it's the influx of people.
Mine is saying an error occurred. Please try again. Wow, that's great. That's what you want to have.
When everyone comes in.
Let's see what. Oh yes, Cliff Runner boots. Here we go, level 8.
Am I a quest handed in front of you?
I think.
Maybe.
Maybe. That's weird. I don't see any lag on my stream.
No, I'm not seeing any lag on the stream either.
Weird.
I've just seen it got a $500 donation though. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, yes, that is Mr. Zugpug. I know, I was completely stunned by that donation, and it was funny because it was happening while I was having so much issues with my stream. I almost wanted to throw my computer out the window. So it was actually happening during the worst stream I ever had, and that's when I got the donation.
Wow.
So
that's really nice.
Let's see. I think we're almost about to hit the 2-hour mark, so I think I'm just gonna sell off some stuff. And I think we can do one more round of questions from the people here. So if you have any questions, then feel free to post them right now. Could be about Ascension, could be about Tommyruin, could be about Mr. Game Master Reviews, could be about whatever. Well, what our favorite pizza topping is.
Don't get me started because I really wanted pizza tonight, and I've checked to see if there's any cash machines working. And I couldn't get any pizza, so please don't ask about pizza.
You know people are gonna do it now. By the way, your gear really matches. You have a lot of green there. Damn, like everything's green.
Yeah, I'm getting the transmog going.
It's a killer transmog. Does that work, by the way, in Ascension transmog?
Yeah, they've got a transmog system. It's quite expensive, so it's only for the elite and the people who play a lot. But they do have the transmog going.
Yeah,
and that's something which I wouldn't mind seeing on a cash shop, having transmog tokens, because it's not something that breaks the game. It's just something that makes you look cool.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I personally disagree with transmog. I liked running it a few times on Mr. Medaria, but I just like the idea of running out on an Orgrimmar and seeing right away what people have. But that's just me.
Yeah, I agree. I can agree with you because there is that kind of. You know what you're getting into with people because of the gear which they're wearing. You can instantly recognize how good a player is, and you walk into Orgrimmar and see that guy in full tier 3, and you're like, "Shit,
I want to be
This
that
guy
guy.
knows his stuff.
Yeah. We have one
That
question
was
so
you
far.
back in the day, wasn't it?
No, didn't have any tier 3. I
We
had
got one question.
almost full tier 2, but we have one question. Hamster, do you hide that you're gay? Like, that's the only one I've gotten so far. So I think people are. I think they're pretty much up to date on what Ascension is. So yeah, guys, I think we're gonna end the stream right here. So Tommyruin, big thanks for you for tagging along.
Thanks for having me, man. It's been great fun.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. And if you guys could be so kind to like the stream and also check out Tommyruin's channel. Again, this was Project Ascension, classless WoW server. If you really enjoy this type of server, then please visit the website and also go to Tommyruin's channel, subscribe, because he has a lot more videos regarding the server. And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching the stream. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll be back next time with either a new stream or a new video. But until then, I want to thank you for watching this video. I'm Hamster Wheel, and have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye. And